like making coffee?
It's cold.
Hey guys, down here at the Sixth Principal in Moorabbin. It's where I train in the off-season with the great man Jared. It's obviously year 20 for me, so I find this part of the year off-season super important, that my body's fresh, strong, ready for the rigours of another pre-season. It's been a pretty tough training block during this last couple of weeks where it's all about speed and power and trying to get a little bit quicker at age 36.
We don't need to do too much with Scott throughout our pre-season. We just need to keep him fresh, challenge him a little bit with our program, and try to maximise our strength and power capacities, as well as looking after all our soft tissue stuff. We'll take you through what that all looks like, and that's what our block's been over the last couple of months.
Oh, doesn't get any easier. Just throws you around. It looks easy, but obviously you can't keep it dead still, so your weight's always moving, so you've got to try to be strong through your core, but when you first start with it, I feel like it throws you off all the time, but I'm getting a little bit better with it now.
Scott came in and said, I want to work on my Achilles tendon and patella tendon stuff, just to get him feeling as good as possible before we get into his pre-season work. So we do all that at the start of every single session, and so far, what do you reckon? It's helping a bit?
Yeah, feels heaps better. You probably got my best ever across the hurdles today. And even that stuff that we were just doing then, those hops, when I reckon 6 weeks ago, I was almost like stuck on the ground. I couldn't get out. So yeah, definitely improving, and which is what we want, improvement.
So it's just a control down for 1, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, explosive up. Ooh.
Yeah, I think for me at my age, and I've been working with Jared for a while now, every off-season it's always something different, a new stimulus. Yeah, and it just trying to chase marginal gains. So yeah, no point doing what I've always done for a long period of time. It's right, how can we find 1 or 2%? Yeah, and this block's been, as Jared said, it's kept me fresh, but it's also challenged me a fair bit. And then the last week or two when we've done more just the pure power stuff, I've definitely felt that strength and speed, everything's improved. So it's been, yeah, it's worked and it's been enjoyable.
Yeah, drive again.
Yes, that's a wrap at the Sixth Principal today. Took you through a little bit of a mix of all the stuff we've been doing for 6 weeks or so. I'll go home now, brew up some coffee, do sauna, ice bath, bit of recovery, bit of mobility stuff, and that's sort of my Thursday in the off season. I love just trying and exploring this time of year new things. Sometimes I've got it right, sometimes I've got it wrong. You know, there's countless times where I've cooked myself, or I've hurt my back, or I've done something from probably trying something. But that's just the little things that I like having a crack at, and I enjoy the challenges of just trying different things. And you know, obviously a couple of weeks ago, did a triathlon and just like different. And I found that when I agreed to do it 2 weeks beforehand with Scooter Selwood, sort of like, oh geez, I better train and make sure I can swim again. And so yeah, it's just mixing up, keeping fresh, and then yeah, nothing beats walking in day one of pre-season though, when you're back with all the boys and that buzz of doing it all together. And yeah, it gets a bit lonely this time of year when you're pumping out 1K runs and that with just one other person. It's great to get the buzz back when you're around the group and everyone's talking a bit of shit to each other and gets competitive. Those are the recovery boots. They're epic. So if I'm like today, it's more recovery based. I'll, you know, have coffee, ice bath, sauna, whatever, and then just sit there if I'm watching basketball or whatever and just chuck the boots on for, I don't know, the other day it was like an hour and 15 minutes. I sat there and just had the boots. Yeah, I just like making coffee. So every morning I'll always make myself one and then Alex one. Sometimes I have one, sometimes I might have 4. But I'll like have one, probably like milk coffee a day, maybe maximum 2. But yeah, I wouldn't say I have too many milky coffees. So I whip up some coffees for the boys. They still yet to receive payment from any of them. The Dacos brothers are the best. I haven't paid for one all year. don't supply beans, don't supply themselves with a cup. And I think that's everyone else's job to make sure that's sorted for them. Leopard drinks, he has a latte every day and he brings in like, you know, one of those like Tupperware takeaway wine glasses. Like he drinks his morning coffee out of a wine glass. So it's, everyone's a little bit different. This is my daughter, it's good drawing, so it's like my coffee shop logo. And Jax gave me that little man with the grass coming out of the top of him. So he's in here as well. Oh, what do you reckon? Not bad? Pay it or not really? Probably a touch full. So I think all the recovery stuff's cool, like sauna, ice bath, but yeah, heaps of people always ask, like, you know, does that work? And I was like, yeah, I think the best thing is sleep. So I always prioritise sleep, making sure I get to bed, you know, similar time every day, wake up at the same time. Obviously in season it's tricky because if you play a night game, for example, you're sore, you don't get to bed till like 1 a.m, you're up probably at 6 the next day because your body clock's going. So I always make sure I have a nap that next day. Yeah, no matter how many ice baths or sauna I do, I'd rather bank a good 2-hour nap or a nice, you know, 10, 11 hours sleep. So yeah, sleep is key. I'll go today now and do like some sauna into ice bath. So like maybe like 3 little rotations, like 15, 20 in the sauna, 3 or 4 minutes in the ice bath. And then the ice bath, it just, yeah, I've been doing it for 20 years and they don't get easier. I feel like they actually get colder. So yeah, just, that makes you just, I don't know, I love doing it though. It just makes you feel so fresh, so sharp. As I said, it sucks every time you have to get in. So you go straight from coffee, sauna. Need to get a TV in. I've got a little TV in the sauna, but I think it's usually about 65. So it runs for, I'll run it for an hour, but I'll do like 20 minutes in here, ice bath, and then come back. So 3 lots of 20. It's cold. So this is about 9. Well, I'll sit in here for a few minutes. The first minute's always the hardest. You probably even tell by my voice. It's like, it takes your breath away. Oh. Never fun. Yeah, so I'll do 20, 3, and I'll do 3 rounds of that. As hard as it is, or as cold as you get, like it does set you up, I think, pretty well to recover and feel good, because yeah, you obviously want to try and bank weeks on weeks instead of like just having like 1 or 2 good days and then sore and then you miss a session. So yeah, I'd rather just try and bank as many good weeks as I can, and yeah, I feel like it sets me up pretty well. We got Lenny, and then it's like, what do you want to call it? Well, like we call it Lenny after Lenny Hayes, because he's my favourite player. And then little did I know we were going to play him. Both won Norm Smiths. That's the jumper from 2010 too. So yeah, so Lenny, it's always funny. It's like, it's Lenny Hayes' dog, and we ended up playing him. But I love, like, he was my favourite player, so he was a gun. All right, guys, thanks for coming with me on a day in the off season. So today, obviously, a little bit of gym work, some mobility at the gym before we started, and then some recovery. And now for the rest of the day, yeah, just chill out, maybe do a little bit of housework. But I hope you enjoyed the insights of year 20 for me. Cheers.